Welcome to Pagan Crafting. I'm Kara, your host. Today we're going to make fabric mushroom Yule ornaments. These cute little ornaments we're going to make with another project later on in the year. So I have to show you how to make these. These cute little Yule ornaments can be clipped on a wreath, on future craft projects, used all year round. So we're going to work on these today. First off, we're going to need some moss, some clips. We're going to use some styrofoam balls. We're going to cut those in half. We're going to use some wine corks, so drink up and get ready for this one. And we'll need some material of your choice. This I found at a thrift store for $4.99 Canadian. It's about $3 American. And I think it's going to be perfect for this project. It has a double-sided, so I love the red. And I'm going to use different parts of the poinsettias to the different parts of the green leaves and work with that. Now you want roughly, I thought it was about an inch, you want roughly about a 2-inch diameter around the space of your styrofoam balls. And I'm just using a Sharpie here, a silver one, so I could see it on the material. You could also use a white chalk pen. And work out your circles how you want to see your pattern. So some of these I have just the flowers itself, like this one. So that'll look really sharp. And then the bottom I have the red now, like gorgeous. So we're gonna make some extras of those. Now that we cut our little styrofoam balls in half, we're going to hot glue them on the material, starting off with the top of it, working it in and making sure it is stretched out around the edges as much as possible. Building up the glue layers and just pleating the material around the styrofoam. And if you notice the little pink rubber bits on my fingers, that is helping me squeeze down the glue and not get burnt too. So if you have those, I picked a couple of those up at the dollar store and super cheap crafting aisle. And squeezing in some glue to help out some of those folds here down. So I'm going to just turn it upside down and squish it down on the parchment paper, and that'll help. All right, there you have it. Mushroom head number 1 with the gorgeous red fabric. Now that that's all done, I grabbed my corks. I've thrifted these. These are all from the 90s and some of them from the 80s. So these are a little bit long, but they're absolutely perfect. So it looks like a tree. It's too long. So we're going to cut some of that off. So I cut this one down and I'm feeling the size on that one. So I'm going to use that as a template. I'm going to cut off little bits here and there from the cork, so again I don't have a tree look. So now that that's done, we're going to glue the cork to the top of the mushroom head. A healthy amount of glue you can throw down there because this material is kind of pleated and working. So give it a good squeeze. I love this one. I love the crosshair imprint on this one. It looks really neat. These corks are really, really cool. Some of the dates were written on them, so I can tell some of them are from the 90s. Really nice collection of wines, whoever kept those. I think that'll look great. Oh, there's a little poinsettia flowers. Now that we have that all done, let us go into some of the moss. It looks a little lonely at the bottom, so let's give it some little foliage. Adding a beaded glue all the way around the edges and hot gluing on the moss. And what we're going to do next is we're going to add the clip onto that and then hide the moss on top of that too. Roughing it down. Look, that looks perfect. That's all it needed. It needed something a little bit more. Now these clips have it so they would clip around leather pieces. Do you remember the flowers from the 80s? Flowers, the feathers we used to put in our hair with the clips? And you want to take a couple needle nose pliers and open those right up because we want that flat. Squeezing it, giving it a little extra pinch and flattening it out. Now that'll fit perfectly at the bottom, and you want your little alligator clip to be on the opposite side, so that it will be easier to open when you go to clip it on the tree. Adding some more glue on top. Now we're going to hide that with some moss. We're going to hide the clip itself. And there we have it. So grabbing your extra moss and repeating that. And let's try one more. So I get a little bead around the edges. Moss around the perimeter. Give a little tap so the glue adheres to the moss. A bead of glue down. Open up our roach clip, flatten it right out. And again, a bead of glue and adding some more moss there. Having some issues there, it's sticking to me. There we go. I love these. These are so adorable and so cute. I had so much fun making them. And now, the reveal. Well, thank you so very much for chilling out with me today. As always, is it a pleasure hanging out with you. Now remember these little mushroom crafts because we're going to be doing these in the future. So we're going to be adding this to a future craft project. So that's why I kept them as clips and I didn't put them as hooks and add little cords to them. Thank you so very much for chilling out with me and have yourself an absolutely magical day.